Hey guys, it's Shmel, and we finally made it after roughly 5k hours playing on BB, and only BB. It's gotta be the first build guides I'm making. Um, it's not a BB, it's not like a whole BB guide though. It's just build, so I'm gonna be quick. And the builds I'm going to show you today are all tested, experienced, and they all kinda pretty good. First, I will just go through all of them real quick if you don't have enough time, so you can watch them. Here's the first build. Here's the second build. And here is the third build. Yeah, and now we're gonna dive a little bit deeper into every build with a little bit of explanation. The first one is Winged Leather Boots, a classic build with shotgun hilts. Probably everything's clear. You can see the perks. There are a few mandatory perks which you want to run no matter what. Is the Vital Energy perk, is just probably the best perk in the game right now, and the Shuriken Energy. This perk is also really goated. I suggest you to run it 100%, whatever build you're gonna make, if you light. 5 Shuriken Hills, Ink, which means you're getting probably 3k kill, 3k heal per dodge, which is quite good. Blunderbuss, the Life Taker. You might do some changes to this build. For example, you can easily swap the artifact. There are 3, maybe 4 options. The first one is Life Taker. It's classic, it's the most common, and it's probably the most damage wise build. But you can, for example, change it with another artifact, which I really like running as well, is Tempest Fury. Because with Winged Leather Boots, it gives you almost 4.5% haste duration on every hit, and it stacks up to 10 times, which is a lot. And this, if you have this ability unlocked, the end of spin, you're probably unkillable. You deal some less damage, but your survivability just bumps up really high, and it's really hard to kill you. For the last perk, I would suggest to go your attunement, because, for example, this build requires you to run 350 strength, which means Tempest Fury is sometimes actually going to do some damage. You can sometimes even spin around enemies, and it's decent. For the third artifact, you might want to also run the Inferno one. The reason is quite simple. It procs within the 15 meters, and the BB's range, the auto range, which is the main damage you're gonna making, is from autos, is also 15 meters. Basically, almost all the damage is buffed by Inferno. It's better because the good side is you don't have to stack uh, the disintegrate like on the Void Gauntlet. So this works every time. And for example, if you already have a Void Gauntlet in your group, or OPR or Arena or just whatever, it's also a very good option. Though it doesn't have any control. So no Scream, no Disease, just quite a little bit damage. Also you can pump with Inferno as well. It's not that big damage, but sometimes you can hit the targets and do some kills which are running away. So also not bad, because it scales with strength, and with the 350 strength, showing, oh yeah, with 350 strength, it actually does some damage, but surely BB is gonna be the main handler. The last one, which I probably never run, but it can also be okay, is deep freeze. It doesn't give you like significant BB damage boost because you have to interact with deep freeze first, make the BB damage better. But for example, if you have a IG in your group, also might be good. The last perk is either the storm to make the slow last for 2 more seconds, the storm perk, or you can use the Tump, which works really well with Ankh, meaning you can heal for almost 4k per k, yeah, after exiting the Entomb, which is also good. Also good to have ability. For the Hatron, it's either this one, or you can use, for example, the Stone form. Probably that's it. The next build is it's also really good. The difference between this and this build is quite minimum. This one might be slightly better if you use, for example, VG or Inferno. This one slightly better because you do roughly the same damage, but you are a bit more tanky. You can see that instead of keen speed, you run the penetrating the empower. Here I want to clarify that it works on every pellet. You don't have to crit actually, but it works against empowered players. So if it probably won't work against the healers, but will work against any other players. So this is really good, especially against heavies. It bumps your BB damage, all this stuff. You might also wanna run. You can change this amulet with Ankh, like for this build. It's gonna be less effective because you're running 4 shuriken heals, but it's still good and it's still worth it. The perks are probably the same. Mandatory is Vital Energy and Shuriken Energy. Really good. You can maybe change this one, Sandillion, with any other heavy piece, but I think like this perk might work. You don't really run out of stem when you BB, but if you do, it's a great plus to BB output damage because this 12% is base damage and also 10% haste. Also not bad, which means you run roughly the same speed when out of stem as if you had the stem. Pretty much it. You probably don't want to run Tempest with this build because Tempest is gonna have only 3-second uptime on your of the haste, which is very minimum, and it's not gonna be that noticeable. You can still run Inferno and defreeze though, not bad as well. What for Hatron? Also, you can run maybe big cannon. Feel like you get used to this weapon and you can survive good. Maybe cannon, but probably the accent, as it helps to deal against the melees a lot, or the stone. Also, you can see here that there's one Vigor piece. It's not a mistake. Vigor is actually good when it's combined with the Sunrise. So Sunrise gives you 25%. Vigor gives you another 23%, which almost results in 50%. This helps against all the dot damage really well, especially fire staffs and, for example, void gauntlets. Because fire staffs gonna hit like a truck. This weapon is really strong, and I'm not gonna dive deep into the matchups, but this matchup is tough, and Vigor makes it a lot easier. Here, for example, you can also replace Sandil and Mandibles with Shattered Ward, Shaken Hills, and Vigor Piece. Heavy. Also good. The last build, not the least, is without the Shaken Hills. Still uses Wing Leader Boots. Just no Shaken Hills. It's way more tankier because it got more enchant words. You can see here it's 3. Here it's just 2. And here is 4 enchant words and also 3 slash conditions and 1 fire condition. So the survivability, the damage you need it to kill you is a lot more now. But overall survivability doesn't affect this much because you don't have shocking heals. So if you have a healer, this might be a way to go because it helps really well against the burst damage. You will feel it. And here you can also replace a life stack with probably any other artifact we've already talked about. So yeah. One thing I also want to mention is the BB skill tree, because there are some options. You can, if you for example don't like the close shot, you can do something like this. You can do something like this. This is also good. Or you can run something like this. I don't remember last time I ran grenades, probably a few years ago. Then I've ran the Bloodshot for quite a long time, and this really slaps. If you get used to Bloodshot into or Shrapnel combo, it's a lot of damage. It's not that big damage as big as it used to be. BB was really strong compared to what it used to be. Now BB is kind of weak, but it's still a lot of damage on light enemies, and it's a very good CC to knock down. Most of the rent, but yeah. But for the last maybe half a year, I've been running close shots, and this shit just slaps. It makes you a lot more mobile. It procs your ultimate faster, more often. Also more auto-in, which is also very good. Low cooldown, which procs the future planning and helps you CD all other abilities. And also the stamina theme, which is huge. For the potions, if you reach, you might want to run this. This is a burst regen pot, and this is serum. So you just combine between two of them, and the survivability is going to be great. If you are low on money, you can do, for example, regen and the serum. And if you are completely broke, like you have 0 money, you can use just a normal health potion into the regen. Also, if you run this, or if you don't run the health potion, make sure you always pre-pot before anything. That's very crucial for your survivability. When you want to go deep into somewhere, make sure you pop the potion first. You wanna pop the serum first, and then a few seconds after the fight, do the burst reach. This combination. Also I can do like for defreeze, probably Run like this. Rest is whatever. If you run the Tempest, you will definitely go for the Whirlwind, for the Reap, but don't take this one, because after the pull, you mostly want to do the Shrapnel and the Charge. Yeah, so probably that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm also streaming. This is my channel. If you have any questions, feel free to come onto the channel, ask them. See ya.